Hello and welcome to the Unity Gain Show with Jeff and Keddy. So today I just want to share something that I've been thinking about, and it means a lot to me. I was thinking about my childhood and those moments that you just don't want to forget. For example, have you ever had a moment where in your past everything just was right? You know, you were comfortable, everything felt at ease. It was kind of like being home in your favorite spot, you know. Those are the memories I like. Those are the moments that stick in my mind. I remember one time when I was just, pretty young, I took it upon myself to clean my room, which didn't happen very often, and I'm sure my mom was pretty happy about it. But I decided to rearrange the room also, moving the beds and dressers and, just making it different. One time specifically, I remember this taking an entire day. And when I was done, I sat on my bed looking around at the lighting and the posters on the walls and how I had rearranged everything. And, it was just cool. It was neat. I remember it specifically. It was a warm summer night and the window was open and fresh air in the room. It was just like somewhere I wanted to be. I wanted to stay there. So I put on some music and listened to it. It was just a great moment. Those kind of moments to me are priceless. I love those memories. It reminds me of where I came from and who I am today. At one point, our family had been given a big stack of vinyl records from my uncle, and he had previously owned a radio station. So the eclectic mix of music was there, Well, one day my brother had put on a record, and I remember really liking what I heard. I had no idea what it was, who it was, what kind of music it was. I really didn't know. All I know is I liked it, and it really made me feel good. It kind of lifted my spirits a little bit. Later, I found myself digging through that stack trying to find that record. And I found it. There it was. I couldn't wait to hear it. The record was Count Basie and the Mills Brothers, Annual Report. Big band swing, amazing 4-part harmony, jazz. I had discovered jazz. Man, I wore that thing out. I listened to it so much, I literally started to wear the vinyl out. There were others in the stack, but none of them had the impact on me quite like this one. And all it took was just one to create a spark, and I was on. My love for music was born. Over the years, my friends and I, we'd go down to the record store and we'd look through just about everything. But as I look back, I now realize it really wasn't the records. Don't get me wrong, the records are great. I love the records. They're a huge part of my life. But really, it was about the relationships, the friendships. Vinyl had become a way to create a common bond with your best friend and learn how to relate to each other. So from that point on, the music always played. It stayed. Another great memory I have was with my brothers. We would go outside and play frisbee and throw the balls around and whatnot. But one specific memory, my brother opened up the doors in the trunk of his car and he blasted Endless Summer by the Beach Boys. It was amazing. I can still smell the air during that moment when I think about these fond memories, and it was another connection with the common bond of music. Since my childhood, I've had a lot of memories like that, but not so young of a memory. My favorite one is with my daughter. I took her to Portland to see this concert. It was about 6 different groups, and it was a birthday thing. I think she was 14. And they weren't my favorite, but that didn't matter. I was there with my daughter, making a memory, right? And the common bond was music. Since then, I got a turntable for my daughter for Christmas one year. She had fallen in love with the Beatles at a young age, and for Christmas that year, she also got 2 Beatles records. Now, neither one of us had ever heard a brand new Beatles record, let alone on a turntable that had never played a record yet. It was brand new. So I showed her how to take care of the vinyl, how to handle it. When removing it from its jacket, you want to be careful, and not put fingerprints on it, how to clean it, all the things that become wonderful inconveniences with vinyl. The next moment was kind of for the history books for us. She dropped the needle, an incredible, incredible moment. The sound of the Beatles in mono filled our ears clean, clear, and warm and perfect. It was amazing. The power of music is really quite impressive. I'm sure you probably have memories, something that meant a lot to you, where music was involved. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, flash forward to now. I found myself with no turntable to play my records, so they just sat on a shelf for a long time. Streaming music became the thing out of sheer convenience. We take it everywhere in our pockets, connecting it to cars and wireless speakers everywhere. We think we have it good, millions of songs available faster than you can sneeze, but what have we given up? Not many record stores anymore. No more connections when hunting for the perfect vinyl for your best friend or your family. The good news is it still exists. Records have made a huge comeback. Turntables are readily available once again. This last year I was able to acquire an amazing turntable, and I got to start listening to my record collection once again. There's a great stereo store where I live that has the record loft upstairs, and the owner has a passion for really good music. It's given me a new perspective. Now I take my new records home, I slow my life down, I drop the needle and I listen. I'm reading the liner notes, all the credits, enjoying what is arguably the greatest canvas of all time for art. It is a wonderful moment, and someday, when I look back, I hope to be able to smell the air during that moment. Buying records now may not be exactly how it was, but then again, what is? Get yourself reacquainted with the genre, embrace the process, incorporate it back into your life and your relationships. Slow down long enough to make a memory, all right? I'm gonna show you something. The Beach Boys, Endless Summer. This is such a good album. I love this album. For Christmas this year, my daughter got me the Beatles, the Revolver album. She also got me Steely Dan, Asia, spectacular album. I recently purchased Tom Petty, Finding Wildflowers. This was a documentary and this is the music based on it, and it is very, very, very good. One of my favorites, the Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, spectacular album, very good. These are just a few of my albums, and I want to share with you the one that started it all. It is so beat up. Annual Report by the Mills Brothers and Count Basie. Thanks for watching.